Ho, ho, ho. Welcome to Plant City Bonsai.
Welcome to Plant City Bonsai. I'm Steve Craddy, and today we're doing our holiday video. I have many things to show you, so I'm anxious to get around the nursery and show you some cool trees. This is a little bit on the unusual side as a candidate for bonsai. It's a blue Atlas cedar, and I just had to stop here at this tree to talk about it just a little bit. It's a great candidate. You have lots of low branches and trunk character, without being way up into the top third of the tree. So you have a lot of stuff going on. This is a great opportunity for somebody to further it by, wiring the branches. You have to leave the wire on for quite a while with the cedars, and sometimes you have to wire them and then wire them again. Anyway, this is a very beautiful tree, unusual in that it does have lots of low stuff going on. I like it. I've been looking forward to getting to our next group of trees to talk about. They actually have a category name here at Plant City Bonsai. We call them the Sea of Junipers, and we're about ready to enter into one room where we have many to show you, and it's just really exciting. So this is one that's been semi-finished. They always, they're never finished, but this one's very close. As you can see, these trees already have the character that you want to build on a tree, and this group is saving you several years of waiting to get to this point. So it's kind of like you can almost do a start to finish tree in a sort. And we have several different sizes. Even the small ones have a nice character. They have a nice lean like that, and have a very good number of these and a sea of these. So I'm anxious to show them to you. This is the group that I've been looking forward to talking about. The Sea of Junipers we started that about 10 years ago, and it's been a wonderful source for have trees that already have lots of character because of their age, and my clients have certainly enjoyed them. We are now excited to announce the next Sea of Junipers, and what's nice about them is they have the character. This has taken a lot of years, so it's great that this time has arrived. You get this character of a 10 to 15-year-old tree, but they're still small, and I'm not talking about shipping today, but in essence, they are shippable. They're small enough to be affordable enough to ship. So you get this tree that's unbelievable, and believe me, out of this group of about 700 to 800 trees, there are so many excellent choices. So glad that we were able to release these, the new Sea of Junipers at the time for a holiday video. Great timing. As I walk down this row of trees, it's just amazing the drama that's already there. You're not going to have to create it. All you have to do is enhance it. And just any tree I look at says bonsai already. And the consistent color, this is the healthiest group I think we've ever released. And as I said, the Sea of Junipers continues. I enjoy coming out here at night and looking at these trees. It makes me want to just continually work on them and pot them because there's just so much fun to work on. Right there, it's instant cool tree. As I go down to this next row of trees from the new sea of junipers, it's like every tree I look at, it's amazing. It's like ready to go into at least a training pot. I want to talk to you guys about all of these, but we don't have time enough to do that. I do want to talk about this one. This is something that I rarely ever see in bonsai, and that is it has a natural, once it was a break, but it looks like a bend now, and it's a perfect upright cascade tree. It even has the shari going up the whole front of the tree. So dream come true. You're ready to enhance the carving of that with a Masakuni carving tool, and you'll have a tree that you'd put in a bonsai competition. Oh, and this one too. Got to talk about this. I get excited when I see this tree, this type of tree. It's one of the 12 to 14-year-old trees. It has such crazy movement, and they all work together. So whoever selects this to work on as their project this will probably be the favorite tree for a collection. Just wanted to show you a couple of other areas where we're exhibiting the sea of junipers. This right here, this is a fairly large group. This also has some of the better ones from the old sea of juniper. So you have some trees in here that have huge trunks. So excited about that, and I'm going to move to a new spot. The sea of juniper continues. I see a tree. Without even looking, I see a tree in every one of these containers. That's very amazing. Haven't felt this good about our pre-bonsai in several years. That just makes me smile. That's just killer. Next tree I would like to talk about is this very beautiful rough bark Japanese white pine. It just has all the ingredients that I love in the pines. Doesn't have a lot of wagon wheel going on, and the reason I wanted to talk about this tree is because my friend Lloyd did such a wonderful job on it. This tree here has the potential of being wired out and ramified and have the same distinctive character as this wired out semi-finished white pine. It's just a beautiful tree, and wanted to show this because I have several of these in the containers, and they're all just waiting to have that done to them. Just wanted to give you a quick look at the selection of in the raw white pines that are all waiting to be worked on, like the one I showed you that Lloyd Wyndon wired. He spent several hours on that, but look what the investment in time gets you. It's incredible. These trees are wonderful. The next tree I want to mention is unique in two ways. The tree itself is a blue spruce from the Rocky Mountains. Very high elevation tree. where this tree grew, it only had, this is told to me by people who do collect these, and where this tree grows, it has about a month to 6 weeks to grow, and therefore this tree is over 100 years old. And our friend Larry Jackal supplied these to us for a workshop that we had here. I'm hoping to do the same thing this year or next year, and it just makes a fabulous tree, and they do live here. I was fearful they wouldn't for many years, but we are finding out they are very happy here. And anyway, the tree has a lot of character. This was done 4 years ago, so it's healthy. It's loving it here in Georgia. And check the pot out. I don't know the potter, the person who created this, but when I go to a show, if I see one, I jump on it. I just think that this person is the master of achieving a natural rocky perimeter around the pot. It's just, nobody else does it. Before we enter the glass house, I wanted to show this tree. Very sought after. It's a Chojubai Quince. It's got some pretty good age on it. Chojubai became one of my favorites way back when I could actually buy the bare rooted, like in the January time. It's hard to find them that way anymore, but we would actually ship them to customers bare root. This is a decade ago or more. Anyway, they're very elegant display of winter color trees. If you look, probably every quarter inch there's a bud. So I've seen this tree have a full canopy of white blooms, and here's a bloom showing off now. So excited to have one of those to offer in this video. To a seasoned bonsai collector, and this next group of trees that I'm about to show you, it's phenomenal. This opportunity came to me late this year, and late this year, and I jumped on this opportunity to acquire these trees. They have a very interesting history that takes too long for me to tell. It's been a fun project. This first one is a pond cypress, and the pond cypress differs from the ball cypress in that the leaves do not unfurl in the pond cypress, and this time of year, a lot of them are gone now, but these little seed pods were all over this tree, and they're just so cool. And they stay with the tree until they ripen and fall off. And this is just a great example here. This could be a one bonsai setting for around a pool, a Japanese garden, a very large patio deck. It would be the one thing that could give that little Asian flavor. And just think it's so gorgeous. This next one is equal the same age. These are very, very old trees. They're collected, so I'm not going to hit you with when they were born or whatever. They're just extremely old. This is another pond cypress. It's already dropped most of its seed pods, but it's too heavy for me to move, but there's a hole here that it looks like someone can live in this hole. It's awesome. The next one, another pond cypress, is when people come into the store the last few weeks, they can't believe the magnitude of this tree. And they certainly can't. You have to be here to appreciate this next comment I'm making. The top of the tree, which is about 5 feet up, something caused that to have a near clean break, but had enough cambium to hang on to where it stayed alive, and it's actually grown in this position. So you have this upright, then it comes back down, and then it's so old, it's been around so long, that it just continues to spiral around. So the whole tree is basically based on this one portion of the tree. Just love it. This next one, same thing. It has a knee connected, which is very unusual to see that. And this one here is not a pond cypress. This is actually one I'm looking forward to working on this spring. It's a redwood tree. It's a giant redwood as a bonsai tree. So what I've done, I know these trees because I've been working on them twice a year for the last 10 years. And so what I can do now that they're here at the nursery, I'm going to bring the tree in. It's going to make it, it's just going to make it super dramatic. So I'm looking forward to that project. Love having them. This next row of trees, I guess they'll always be my signature tree, or at least the one that I love. When I first got into bonsai in the early 70s, I very quickly discovered the Kingsville boxwood, and it was instantly one of my favorites. And I've gone the full round circle of purchasing beginner trees, buying collections of very old ones, which we have some now. But it's a great tree that I can sell comfortably, saying, hey, water this tree, pot it every 2 years, give it sufficient sunlight, and you have something that's going to be with you for your full lifetime and probably 2 human lifetimes. And so I love my selection of these. It's especially good this year. The next and actually the last tree we're going to talk about today is this wonderful Shimpaku juniper with all the pristine shari created. It's just a gorgeous tree. I've actually known this tree for lots of years, and it has a very unusual attribute. I've sold it 2 different times, and it's for sale for the 3rd time now. And the previous 2 owners both were able to recoup their total investment on this tree. That's very much unheard of, but it is one of a kind tree. I'm glad to have it back if it's just going to be for a while, or it can stay here a while. But it's up for grabs, and I'm just proud to have it. Thank you for taking the time to view this video. I look forward to talking to you very, very soon. What we talked about today is just a tip of the iceberg of what all we have here that's new. So thank you very much. Have a Merry Christmas.